Hey there guys, so my name is Jesse Searcy and this is my summary of learning for ECMP 355. It was really fun doing this class. I learned a whole lot. I learned especially how to do a bunch of different tools, including how to start using a service like Twitter to connect with other educators who might be able to provide guidance to me and provide me some really good ideas as to what to do in my classrooms. I had followed quite a bit of people like on my personal Twitter account, but for the class I decided to make an educational Twitter account that would be separate, and I would really like to spend more time working on that. I didn't really pay any attention to it, and it's just because it wasn't at the time convenient to go back and forth, but I want to work on that a little bit more and kind of build my connections with other educators. In this class we got to use a lot of really cool tools, and one of the really cool ones that I use quite often actually is called IFTTT, if then that, or if this then that. So IFTTT is something that I actually use quite often. I use it to track a lot of logs, and it allows you to take one thing and it's able to automate it so that it does a lot of different things. It can post to Twitter, Facebook, and Flickr. It was a really useful tool for me to learn about. Also in this class we had to do blogging. So I set up a WordPress account, I hooked it up to the site, and I started to blog. Blogging did not come easily for me. I think that I had a lot of worries about whether people would care about what I had to say, but doing the tech tasks that we had throughout the class were really fun and allowed me to kind of use a little bit of creativity and get into the whole idea of blogging regularly. One of these tech tasks allowed us to talk about a childhood walk, and so I talked about how when I was a kid I used to go bike riding, got into this big accident. It was really fun to be a little bit creative, look back, be able to use Google Street View to show off all the different areas that I used to go to as a kid and kind of reminisce about all those different things. So it was really nice to be able to show a little bit of creativity in the tech tasks and have fun that way. The tech tasks, however, were not all fun and games. Some of the tech tasks had us look at what it would be, what we would do as educators when looking at very delicate situations, like dealing with the Amanda Todd case and what happened to her, cyberbullying, and everything related to that. So it was really good to be able to kind of reflect and think critically about what would be right as an educator to do there. This class had us also do a major project, and for my major project I looked at using Photoshop. I had used Photoshop when I was younger, but using Photoshop again was really fun. It allowed me to learn a lot of the things that had changed over the years, and allowed me to regain the skills that I really needed as an educator, or as anyone that would be editing photos. It was all done by using online tutorials, so that's super important, being able to use the internet to do a lot of different things. For example, like my first project was to just take a picture of myself, and then I pasted it onto the bodies of a bunch of different people to just kind of get a little idea of how you would cut and paste things like that. And then I moved on to doing other types of projects, like one where I would take a scene that had already existed, and I would create lightning from the sky and kind of show how to make those visual effects. And this class really makes you think as an educator, what is our role and what do we really need to provide students with? What tools do we need to give them to be able to succeed in such a technology-driven world? And it really comes down to citizenship, where we teach them how they should act on the internet, especially digital citizenship in that mind, and how people need to be informed, they need to have responsible decisions. They need to make sure that they have an identity and that their identity on the internet is pretty much forever, and they need to be safe. But that isn't to say that they can't be creative. They can't remix things. They can't try and make things their own. They need to take their opportunities and try to make things as cool as they possibly can. It was really fun being in the class, and I really received a lot of encouragement. It was really fun to be able to experience it all with you guys. Thank you very much. It was so much fun.